making cars moves us. What moves you?
After weeks of threats from a bellicose North Korea against Andersen Air Force Base and the U.S. mainland, Bordallo says the Pentagon's decision to deploy defensive missiles to Guam is welcome news.
Well, let me say I was just briefed recently by the Pentagon, and I am encouraged that the Pentagon is deploying THAAD, the Missile Defense System, to Guam to defend critical military assets on our island and the entire Asia-Pacific region. Although North Korea continues empty threats to provoke the United States, it is critical that we take every threat of harm against our country seriously. The Pentagon and the White House have ensured the community on Guam that our military is ready and capable to respond to any threat. And this announcement is further proof that our military has taken the necessary and precautionary steps to ensure the safety of our island, our people, and of course our entire country.
Bloomberg and other news organizations reported Wednesday the U.S. will deploy in coming weeks THAAD, which stands for Terminal High Altitude Area Defense Program. The system, made by Lockheed Martin, is a land-based system that uses truck-mounted launchers to intercept missiles. Rick Fisher with the International Assessment and Strategy Center here described two options this week for defending Guam, the Northern Marianas, and other Pacific interests. The first is AEGIS missile cruisers or destroyers.
Some of these missiles have the capability of taking down satellites, which means they can take down incoming North Korean missiles coming from that distance. The second option would be to deploy the THAAD, T-H-A-A-D, system to Guam, which could also handily defeat an intermediate-range ballistic missile.
The U.S. this week ordered the USS Decatur, a destroyer, to South Korea, also as a defensive measure. The level of U.S. activity, and especially sending defensive missiles to Guam, is seen by analysts here that the Pentagon does not see the North Korean threat subsiding anytime soon. DoD says in its latest statement, the United States continues to urge the North Korean leadership to cease provocative threats and choose the path of peace. But it adds the United States remains vigilant in the face of North Korean provocations and stands ready to defend U.S. territory, our allies, and our national interests. On Capitol Hill, Kaye for PNC News.